So my name is Jeffrey Duvik, and I believe that talking about mental health among college students is extremely important. So I'm sure, as many of you know, in college we experience multiple stressful events. So you can probably think about an event in the past hour that has caused you an immense amount of stress. So it causes us to put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So I want to share with you a personal story about my battle with mental health and anxiety to show you the importance of talking about it. So in my freshman year, I started off as a biology major in pre-physical therapy on the pre-physical therapy track. So I was told early on that I had to maintain above a 3.7 GPA or else my 4 years really wouldn't be worth it because I wouldn't be able to get into PT school. So this caused me to put a lot of pressure on myself, and this pressure led to anxiety, and the anxiety took over multiple aspects of my life. I found that I wasn't eating, I was losing a ton of weight, I wasn't sleeping, and I'd lash out on my family for no reason just because I was stressed and anxious a lot of the time. So I found that my mental health was depreciating, and all these signs, all these events happening with myself were signs of mental health depreciation. So as a kid, I was always told that I needed to be tough as a male and that I really couldn't share my emotions and feelings and what I was feeling. So this caused me to keep my emotions and feelings in about my anxiety. And it caused me to have to go through it alone, which no one ever wants to go through that alone. Um, so one night before a biology test, I was laying in bed and I started having trouble breathing, and I started to find myself sweating, and I didn't know what was happening. Later, I figured out that I was having a panic attack, and I went into my parents' room and told them everything that was happening and was going on, and they recommended that I go see a counselor. And when one thing that a lot of people don't know is that Sinclair offers counseling here on campus. So I went to a counselor here on campus, and it took a while, but I started to open up about my battle with anxiety and what I was going through. And one thing that I found is after I started opening up and sharing my feelings and sharing my experience, I found that it felt like a weight was lifted off my chest. And because I wasn't going through it alone, yeah, I was able to share my struggles with someone else, which I found was really helpful. I started eating better, and I started being able to maintain weight. I started sleeping better, and I started to become an overall better person in regards to not lashing out at my family and things of that nature. So I encourage all of you as college students to think about your mental health and think about the stress that you guys experience on a daily basis, and think about who you can talk to about your mental health. If you're going through anxiety, who can you open up to, whether it's a counselor, friend, or parent. It's just good to share things with the people that you love or care about. And opening up about your mental health isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength, and it's not giving up, it's a step in moving forward. So I encourage you all to think about how you can help improve your mental health. Um, and again, my name is Jeffrey Duvik, and I believe that talking about mental health among college students is extremely important. Thank you.